assume, I think we'll probably get a Hunter Dickinson decision fairly soon. He's going to take a few visits. He's kept it quiet, which is unlike him, but I think it's probably a good move on his part. So we'll see what happens. I'm not buying not that there's a ton of hype on him returning. I think it's possible. I'm not quite buying that that's a legitimate option, given the fact that there are some legitimate blue blood basketball schools that are willing to throw whatever it takes them to make it happen. I don't know if Michigan basketball can compete with that, but I like the options that are still in the portal. And even with what they already have, I think there's a path to them being competitive next year.
I will say that there are some boosters as part of the NIL collectives in Ann Arbor that are very basketball oriented. Some people that have their names on some things that would love to see it happen, that are I think a little more involved than we thought they were. So I think that's why there's some hope there. But I'm with you, Anthony. The thing is, though, you never know with this guy. You just don't know. And watching his Roundball podcast the other day, it's like, nobody knows. And listening to Phil Martelli and those guys talk, Michigan's assistant coach, like anybody who says that they understand and know what he's thinking is lying, because I'm not sure Hunter Dickinson knows yet, frankly. And he said that. I don't know where I'm going yet. So he did say he's taking those trips, fellas, because he's going home anyway, might as well go see Maryland and Georgetown. I'd be stunned if he didn't see Kansas, frankly, before he announced where he was going. And there are rumblings out there. I think Ant Wright posted or said in his spaces on Twitter that he is going to give Michigan the last shot. So let's see what they come up with, and maybe it's enough. But man, he's a guy that has to maximize his earning potential right now, because he's not going to be an NBA guy. And if he can get, somebody were to throw $1.5 million at him for 2 more years of college ball, it's $3 million, and then he goes overseas. You know what? Nowadays, that's how you make your money if you're not an NBA guy. So it'll be fascinating to see how it plays out.
No doubt. And it sounds like he'll leave with a Michigan degree too. So you can make money after that. It's not all here, but I mean, totally. And it's funny that, I feel like Kansas, I don't remember them being mentioned with his original recruitment. And now here he is, kind of looking at these different blue bloods, it felt like he was more of a, East Coast, Notre Dame, Michigan type. So it would be very fascinating to see him go there, but money talks. And, but he does have the ties here. I think we could see it. I wouldn't necessarily predict it though either.
I'll say this. If he goes in the Big Ten to Maryland, I will never pay him $25 to be on our podcast again, ever. He will not be getting the Wolverine.com's money. So there you have it.
It's about time someone put their foot down.
That's right.
Have we ever paid him $25?
No, but isn't that the going rate for these podcasts? I don't know. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Hunter Dickinson will be banned from these airwaves if he goes to Maryland.
Think about that, Dickinson. All right.
That's right. Something to think about.
Right.
And I will say the Big Ten needs to schedule Maryland at Michigan if he does do that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll see what comes of these visits. I feel like he did kind of downplay it a little bit on his podcast Roundball, talking about going home and everything. But at the same time, I mean, those schools are near home, and that could be a draw for him.